Someone like you, if ever words were spoken, painful and untrue, I said I love what I love. In my life, all I wanted was a kid. Roots! Bloody roots! Roots! Bloody roots! Roots! Bloody roots! Roots! Bloody roots! I believe in our faith! We don't need to fake! It's all we wanna be! Watch me freak! We're growing every day, stronger in every way. I'll take you to a place where we shall find our roots, bloody roots, roots, bloody roots, roots, bloody roots, roots, bloody roots. Rain, bring me the strength to get another day. And all I want to see, set us free. Why? Why can't you see? Why can't you feel? This is real. Oh! I pray we don't need to change. Our ways will be saved. That's all we want to be. Now watch us freak. Freak. I'm easily bothered by persistence. One step from lashing out at you. You want in, get under my skin, call yourself a friend. I've got more friends like you. What do? Is there no standard anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been, belong. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect! Walk! What did you say? Respect! Walk! You talking to me? You talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me. Run your mouth when I'm not around, it's easy to achieve. You cry to weak friends that sympathize. Can you hear the violins playing your song? Those same friends tell me your every move. Is there no standard anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been, belong. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect! Walk! What did you say? Respect! Walk! You talking to me? Respect! Walk! What did you say? Respect! Walk! You talking to me? You talking to me? No way, punk! Respect! Walk! Respect! Walk! Are you talking to me? Respect! Walk! What did you say? Respect! Walk! Are you talking to me? You talking to me? Walk on home, boy! What? Fucking talking to me? Walk on home, boy! I was right and I was right. Oh, the sun was rising from the fields. Yeah, yeah. I got a feeling that I just can't shake. I got a feeling that just won't go away. You've gotta just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it, push the sky away. And if your friends think that you should do it different, and if they think that you should do it the same, you've gotta just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it, push the sky away. And if you feel you got everything you asked for, if you got everything you don't want no more, you've gotta just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it, push the sky away. And some people say it's just rock and roll. Oh, but it gets you right down to your soul. You've gotta just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it, push the sky away. You've gotta just keep on pushing it, keep on pushing it, push the sky away. Oh, 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 oh. You've gotta just keep on pushing it. Tell you all the time, heaven is a place for my soul. We are not late Venice!
Can't remember anything at all. Flame trees line the streets. Can't remember anything at all, but I'm driving my car down to Geneva. I've been sitting in my basement patio. It was high up above, the girls walked past. There were roses all in blue. Have you ever heard about the Higgs boson blues? I'm going down to Geneva, baby. I'm gonna teach it to you. Who cares? Who cares what the future may bring? I rode on and I drove and drove. I came upon a crossroad. The night was high and black. I see Robert Johnson with a $10 guitar strapped to his back, looking for a tune. Got some tune, boy. Well, here comes Lucifer with his cannon low and 100 black babies running from his genocidal jaw. He got the real killer groove, Robert Johnson and the Devil Man. I don't know who's gonna rip off who. Driving my car, flame trees on fire, sitting and singing the Higgs boson blues. I'm tired, I'm looking for a spot to drive. All the clocks have stopped in Memphis, and the Rain Motel is hot, it's hot, that's why they call it the hot spot. Hear a man preaching in a language that's completely new, so Nubian, making the hot cots in the flop house bleed, while the cleaning ladies starving to their mouths, and the bell hops and bobs, and a shot rings out to a spiritual groove. Everybody bleeding the Higgs boson blue. And if I die tonight, bury me in my favorite yellow painted leather shoe, and with a mummified cat and a cold eye cat that the caliphate forced on the Jews. Can you feel my heartbeat? Can you feel my heartbeat? My heartbeat. Hannah Montana, does the African savannah. There's a simulated rainy season begins. She curses the queue at the Zulus, moves on to Amazonia. She cries with the dolphins. The mama eat the pygmy. The pygmy eat the monkey. The monkey has a gift that you send into you. Chimpanzee there. Monkey news. Look, here come the missionary with smallpox and flu. Saving them savages with his hands bolts on blue. Savages. I'm driving my car down to Geneva. I'm driving my car down to Geneva. Geneva. Let the damn day break. Rainy days always make me blue. Miley Cyrus floats in a swimming pool in Toluca Lake, and you're the best girl I ever had. Can't remember anything at all, but the hits. On Jubilee Street, there was a girl named Bee. She had a history, but she had no past. When they shut her down, the Russians moved in. Now I'm too scared. I'm too scared to even walk out past. She used to say, all good people down on Jubilee Street, they ought to practice what they preach. They ought to practice just what they preach. Those good people on Jubilee Street, up the hill, I'm pushing my wheel. I got a love in my tummy and a tiny little pain, a 10-ton catastrophe on a 60-pound chain, and I'm pushing my wheel of love up Jubilee Street. Look at me now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The problem was she had a little black book, and my name was written on every page. Well, the girl's gotta make ends meet, even on Jubilee Street. I was out of place and time, and over the hill, I was out of my mind on Jubilee Street. Look at me now. I ought to practice what I preach. These days, I go downtown in my tie and tails. I got a feeder on a leash. I am alone now. I am beyond recrimination. The curtains are shut. The furniture's gone. I'm transforming. I'm vibrating. I'm glowing. I'm flying. Well, look at me now. I'm flying. Look at me now. Whoa, 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 Take a little walk to the edge of town, pull across the tracks where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom, where secrets lie in the border fire. and you know you never get it back. Across the square, past the bridge, past the mills, past the stacks. On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man with a red right hair. Red. Wrap you in his arms, tell you you've been a good boy. To rekindle all the dreams took you a lifetime to destroy. He'll reach deep into the hole, heal your shrinking soul, but there won't be a single thing that you can do. He's a god, he's a man, he's a ghost, he's a ghoul. Oh, they're whispering his name through this disappearing land, but hidden in his coat is a red right hair. You don't have no money, he'll get you some. You don't have no car, he'll get you one. Oh, you don't have no self-respect, you feel like an insect. Well, don't you worry, buddy, 'cause here he comes. Though the ghettos and the barrio and the Bowery and the sun. Well, the shadow is cast wherever he stands. Stacks of green paper in red right hand.
Lindsey Graham is the Tuttles from the True Detective show. So that's like not 1-to-1, but just watch the True Detective show, the Tuttles and Graham, similar-ish. Louisiana versus North Carolina is a different culture, but equivalent. I mean, my family have run this forever, so I'm not, 300 years, fine. My family have run this forever. It's ours. Your traditions are not traditions. They're ornamental. The reason why we have our traditions is so that the stars get plowed, and the reaping and the sowing. You'll figure it out when you're longer than 300 years old.
You see him in your nightmares, you'll see him in your dreams. He'll appear out of nowhere, but he ain't what he seems. You see him in your head on the TV screen. I'm warning you to turn that shit off. He's a ghost, he's a god, he's a man, he's a guru. You want microscopic cog in his catastrophic plan, designed and directed by Red Right Hand. Hell. Hell. Hail Caesar, render unto Caesar all that is Caesar. Render unto God all that is God. Veni, veni, vici. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Yeah. I came and I saw and I conquered.
I came and I saw and I conquered.
Do you love me? Ooh, do you love me? Do you love me? Like I love. Ooh. Do you love me? Do you love me? Thunder on the night, fire and noise, wild bells, wild sky. I knew from that moment on that I loved her. Till the day I died and I kissed away 1,000 tears, my lady of the various sorrows. Some bent, some bottled, some stolen, some kept safe. For tomorrow on an endless night, silver star spangled, bells from the chapel went jingle, jingle. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you?
I love you. I am the milkman of human kindness. I will bring an extra pie, extra pie, extra pie.
She was given to me to put things right, and I stacked all my accomplishments beside her. Yet I seemed so obsolete and small. I found God in all his devils inside her. In my bed she cast the blizzard out. A mock sun blazed upon her scale, so completely filled with light she was. Her shadow fanned and hairier man. Our love lines grew hopelessly tangled, and the bells from the chapel went jingle, jangle, jingle. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you? Like I love you. Like I love you. She had a heart full of love and devotion. She had a mind full of tyranny and terror. I just am, baby, I do, I am. So come find me, my darling one. I'm down to the ground. Very dread, here she comes, rocking the stone, blood running down the inside of her legs. The moon in the sky is battered and mangled, and the bells in the chapel go jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like All things move towards their end. I knew before I met her that I would lose her. I swear I made every effort to be good to her. I made every effort not to abuse her. Crazy bracelets on her wrists and her ankles, and bells in the chapel go jingle, jangle, jingle. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you? Do you love me?
Do you love me? Do you love me
Like I love you?
Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you?
You almost forgot. Hooey. Coo. Hey, cooey, hooey. Sempre Blandings. Hey, cooey, hooey. That's fucking Carlos. That's Gally. That's Connie. Keeble. The Dog Biscuits. Freddie. It's the Empress of Landings in Shropshire countryside. Shit. It's deceptive. It's a little deceptive. This is the end, beautiful friend. Oh, this is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plan. The end of everything that stands. The end. No safety or surprise. The end. I'll never look into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be so limitless and free? Desperately in need of some stranger's hand in a desperate land. Lost in a romance, wilderness of pain, and all the children are insane. All the children are insane, waiting for the summer rain.
edge of town. Ride the King's Highway, with scenes inside the gold mine. Ride the highway fast, baby. Ride the snake, ride the snake to the lake, the ancient lake. Snake is long, 7 miles. Ride the snake. He's old and his skin is cold. The West is the best. Oh, the West, get here, we'll do the rest. The blue bus is calling us. The blue bus is calling us. Daddy, where you taking us? The killer awoke before dawn. He put his boots on. He took a face from the ancient gallery and he walked down the hall. He went into the room where his sister lived and he paid a visit to his brother. And then he walked down the hall. And he came to a door. And he looked inside. Father, yes, son, I want to kill you. Mother, I want to. Come on back. Take a chance with us. Come on, baby, take a chance with us. Come on, baby, take a chance with us. And meet me at the back of the blue bus doing blue rock on a blue horse doing blue rock. Come on, yeah, come on back, baby. kill, kill, kill. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end, it hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. The end of laughter and soft lies. The end of nights we tried to die. This is the end. The ship song. Come sail your ships around me, and burn your bridges down. We make a little history, baby, every time you come around. Come loose your dogs upon me, and let your hair hang down. You are a little mystery to me. Every time you call around, we talk about it all night long. We define our moral ground. But when I crawl into your arms, well, everything, it comes tumbling down. Come sail your ships around me, burn your bridges down. We make a little history, baby, every time you come around. Your faces fall inside now, for you know the time is nigh when I must remove your wings, and you must try to fly. Sail your ships around me, burn your bridges down. We make a Every time you call around, come loose your dogs upon me and let your head down. You are a little mystery to me. Every time you call around, come sail your ships around me, burn your bridges down. We make a little history, baby, every time you come around. Every time you call around, come sail your ships, baby. Sail them straight to the rocks, the blue rocks, the blue rocks that I left for you. Come hear my siren song, make a little history, baby, and I made the rest to finally let me rest. You make a little history, baby, let me make the rest. Here I lay, still and breathless, just like always. Still I want some more mirrors, sideways. Who cares what's behind? Just like always. Still your passenger, chrome buttons, buckles, and leather surfaces. These and other lucky witnesses now to calm me. This time won't you please drive faster?
Roll the window down this cool night. Air is curious. Let the whole world look in. Who cares? Who sees anything? I'm your passenger. Huh? I'm your passenger.
drop these down and put them on me.
Nice.
Cool seats there to cushion your knees. Now to calm me, take me around again. Don't pull over. This time, won't you please drive?
Who sees what tonight? Roll these misty windows down to catch my breath again. And then go and go and go. Just drive me home and back again.
Voice of the PM, apparently. Oh no, that's fucking true. CCFC. Woo! Woo! Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back! He never fucking left!
Here I stay, just like always. Don't let me go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Take me to the edge.
Suck it!
Oh shit. They have two. Oh fuck, they've got the two songs. Y'all are fucked. Where's the two? No, just look at every two song. 46 and 2 is too hard. I can't say 46 and 2. Right? No, I was playing that. You move like I want to see, like your eyes do. Downstairs. Break away, 'cause tonight I feel like more. Tonight I feel you made water I know you can see the chord break away. 'Cause tonight I feel like more. And tonight I feel like more. I feel like more. Oh, tonight you breathe and then you stop. A breeze and dried you off. And tonight I feel like more. Oh, tonight I feel like more. You fucking whore. Tonight I feel like more. Tonight I feel like a little bit more. I watched you change into a flower. I looked away. You're on fire. But I watched you change you. It's like you never had wings out, and you feel so alive. I watched you change. I took you home, set you on the glass. I put off your wings, then I laughed. I watched you change you. It's like you never had wings out. Now you feel so alive. But I've watched you change like you never had wings out. I look at the cross and I look away. Give you the gun, blow me away,
And I watch you change like you never had wings out. Now you feel so alive. I watch you change, and you feel alive. You feel alive. Yeah, you feel alive. I watch you change like you never had wings out.
Another way to like badly start an essay is to say Webster defines, because it's like not a good way to start presenting your thoughts, to just come up with the definition of something on a dictionary. But I'm going to start this little bit of talking. Just find the Webster. I mean, any dictionary will do, but whatever. Why not Webster for the meme? Okay. Legend. But yeah, we just have to manage our privacy, get in there. So yeah, I mean, for me, when I started listening to metal, I didn't like metal at all when I was a kid. I actually thought it sucked pretty much. I liked, the only metal I actually liked was the Enter Sandman riff at the beginning from WWE. There was a guy that was called Sandman. He would enter to Enter Sandman. I thought that's good. I remember like one I did a cover of it just a few days ago. It's really one of my favorite songs. It's really powerful. I didn't like it at all, partially because it was intercut with, which is very good, the video of like movies from the past, and I just didn't think that one was even a good song. It just didn't have the same structure of song that I was used to. So I didn't like metal, and for me metal is the most important thing in my life in terms of, because I had a lot of music that I loved when I was younger, but I got depressed and I had long-term depression, and I wasn't able to really get the fulfillment from that music anymore. And like music very important for me, as you could probably tell because I'm singing. So I started listening to Deftones. That was for me the band that, like, them and Tool. I've got a few Tool songs later on if my voice can take it. I don't know if I can. I sound a bit shaky, so I might have to take a break. But just very quickly, because I just heard that that was a band that he listened to, which is the person I'm talking about in this little section, which is Nick Diaz, who's a UFC fighter and WEC fighter, and a Pride fighter for one fight, and he had a great moment against Takanori Gomi. But definition of a legend, and it says a story coming out from the past, which is what I think really describes what I would say as inspiration from Nick Diaz. And it says, especially one popularly regarded as historical, although not verifiable, but you can be saying that he is verifiable because we see the fights. And you know, for me, that type of style of fighting is just like very inspirational, because it's like a lot of people that are point fighters that maybe have a cautious style, but that's not a point fighter style. That's still trying to accumulate damage, trying to get a finish. It's just a different type of finish. That's actually very clever to say, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to land lots of deterioration and I think it's called attrition, and then
get the submission. So it's like mixed martial arts, and like it's a clever way to do mixed martial arts to, you know, but always the guy's face. You're still being aggressive, but you're just like long term looking. That's like still. I like Joe Calzaghe, like Sergio Martinez. They're fighters that were aggressive and would throw a lot of punches, but we're not just like point fighters. They weren't like people. I mean, Jeff Lacey said Calzaghe was a slapper, but I think it could have been stopped in the 10th round. Never mind, you know, the 11th round definitely should have been stopped. But Joe Calzaghe was no slapper, and Nick Diaz is no slapper either. But a story coming in from the past, especially one popularly regarded as historical. So it's like the legend of a lost continent. And for me, that was not lost continent, but a country, which is Mexico. Because it's a very interesting country, but we don't know that much facts about it because of how, I guess, culturally countries are where we are now. Because like if you look 3,000 years ago, what civilizations have been on top during different periods, a lot of times Aztec or societies over the area of Mexico would have been the biggest society, but as nowadays their society is probably undermined by being next to America because they don't have as much money, and there's a lot of issues with like drugs, and sometimes what happens is the Americans will give them guns for whatever reason. Like, why do you need a bunch of people who are probably having like the type of fight in Ireland that they would be having like 10 guns between fucking 25, which I don't know, it seems like a lot, but like 10 guns between 25 people versus like if America's giving them guns, they've got fucking arsenal and everyone has immediate access to a gun if they get insulted. So it's like that's one reason why potentially there's such violence, is like people don't need that many guns. People don't need any guns if they're like gangsters and stuff, because like you make more money from just having no police around the place. But anyway, a collection of such stories, and like for me, what I would say about such stories is with Nick Diaz, it's about like, well, first off, because like he didn't like doing the media and it made him uncomfortable, but sometimes people like have anxiety, see someone that's uncomfortable like that, and it's actually very like inspiration for them that someone's kind of expressing that. But remember, like the story about him running is the best story ever of legendary story, a collection of stories of, for example, when he was playing the nunchucks, or not playing the nunchucks with, but when he was doing nunchucks, when he was on a video call, this is an iconic moment of UFC. And a lot of early fans of UFC would probably just say that Nick Diaz is one of our favorite fighters, because not just that he's a really exciting fighter and every time he has a fight it's very exciting, but also his great personality and the stories about him, you know, including a story like, I like GSP too, and he says GSP is a cheater. I don't know if that's true, I can't verify, but it's just, he's got stories. A popular myth of recent origin, I think that also would be, you know, he's mythological. He didn't win against Lawler, and I mean, you know, to me, I think that it's just difficult for a guy that has, I'm not saying he has substance abuse issues then, but like substance abuse issues are very difficult for somebody to then go into the octagon, but it's a very different experience. But the last one is, I'm going to say this, and you can say whatever, but the D is the more important one, and it's a person or thing that inspires legends. I'm not saying I'm a legend, but I mean, Peyton Talbot is a legend. But I think that everybody who's the next gen, including Conor McGregor, is a fucking retard. I don't like Conor McGregor at all. He's a fucking far-right nationalist. And like, realistically, if you're a nationalist in Ireland, you're just sucking Nigel Farage's dick. That's it. So you think you're being clever and you're doing some shit, but you're not. You're just sucking Nigel Farage's dick, an American guy's dick. So that's it. Just fucking come up with something different. I don't like any racism, but like, come up with something like that. You read a book about Irish history and you're coming up with your racism based off of that. Like, I still wouldn't agree with you, but at least I understand why, you know, Nigel Farage would have this fucking put to that. That's like basically how Nigel Farage type of person works. Like, I like English people. I've never had a bad relationship with English people. No English person's ever treated me badly in my life. They've always been very fair to me and nice to me, and that's fine. If I were to say like, why is there historically an issue with English people? I say, well, I guess that the Nigel Farage type of variety of person are fucking inclined to gain power because they have an ability of taking the people along for a ride. So like, you're fucking siding with them, you're not siding with us. It's us and them. Conor McGregor side with them. That's it. It's not fucking complex.
It's never been fucking complex with Ireland. It's us or them. You're with them. It's like the Pink Floyd song. You know, Pink Floyd probably speaks in front of the working people. You know, tries to make songs that are very like new and exciting variety of songs, but also that working people would probably have a great connection to and feel closure and connection to. And Pink Floyd or all these great English bands, they're the reason why England and Ireland are friends, or not that the bands are the reason they're friends, but because what they do is in common with our people and their people, because it's about not populism, but it's just actually, you're in a song about something, it can't really be black people are bad. I mean, it can be, but I've never read or seen a song that's like about that didn't suck. I mean, I'm trying to think of maybe Tom McDonald or whomever the fuck, the guy that wrote the country song, and said, that's the best country song ever. Streetlights Over, no. Some guy over the Richmond line or some fucking shit, and he's like, I like country music. That's not good country music. You just never listen to country music. You listen to shitty like American version of country music. That's not real country music. And then you hear this person, and they're like, this is the best song ever. It's not that good. He's not a good writer. He's like trying to capture a mood, but it just seems indistinct and more connected to checking boxes such as, I've got a van or truck, I've got this brand of beer, I got this brand of fucking hat, I got this brand of, why is country music supposed to be about fucking brands? But the person that inspires legends is that basically Nick Diaz is the person that inspires everybody that is a fight fan, because it's exciting, I like boxing, that's for me the most, I can understand boxing, I can't understand jiu-jitsu that good, but maybe I understand, like, if I'm watching UFC, I definitely would have to, and I try to do it less, but like, with jiu-jitsu, I would wait for the commentators to tell me what happened, because I wouldn't entirely know that much, but with boxing, I understand it pretty good, but yeah, Nick Diaz is just an iconic person, because he's like merging a bunch of different things from being like, I don't like people that are always taunting. Like, I never like fucking Ben Whitaker. Like, whatever. I never like him. He's that tall. Like, realistically, alright, you're fucking doing little dances. That's not the same as what Nick Diaz is doing, because he's fighting a welterweight. He is a welterweight. He's kind of undersized. He's not that muscular. Ben Whitaker's oversized at the weight, and he's just fucking being silly. He's got a reach advantage. That's never going to be, like, not the case. So, like, where you fucking need to be, like, embarrassing the guy and then being best friends with him afterwards, like, you're not embarrassing him. You know, you could have just fucking had a normal fight, and that would have been embarrassing because he would have lost, but like, I don't know. But the subject of legend, and I think that's what we said basically. So when I heard that Nick Diaz was a big Deftones fan, because I didn't like know that type of music that well, but when I saw that he was a big fan of that, I was like, that immediately was like in my head a connection of like, made it like authentic and good, because like he's from Mexico, and then the guy from that does Deftones is also from Mexico. He's from Chinese and Mexico descent. But yeah, because I heard he had like a lot of issues recently. I think I wouldn't want him in the octagon, because like, or maybe like the like make a lot of money, because he should make a lot of money and people will buy the thing. So if Netflix might give him a big fight, people will buy it because people like Nick Diaz and I remember him. But obviously he shouldn't be fighting like a #1 contender. Like it's just like we probably now would weigh in at middleweight. That's maybe not a good. You know, I mean, Kamzat's fighting Strickland for whatever fucking reason. Strickland's got another fucking title shot. Strickland's a retarded person as well, is the other thing. Like, Strickland is like pro-America, so like I'm pro-Ireland, so I know about like whatever the fuck Irish stuff, that's good Irish stuff. But if you're America, you say, I know about the fucking military, basic facts about the fucking military, like, because that's like, they've got a great military. They're in Iran now and they're struggling, but they have an incredible military. It's a great asset in terms of just being the best in the world. And he's there saying stupid stuff. He had a tweet that said, why does America have any person stationed overseas? And the concept of force projection or power projecting is the most like obvious fucking thing in the world for anybody that knows anything about the military, that you would have someone overseas. But Sean Strickland is a dumb motherfucker that doesn't understand basic facts about his country. And yet he's a patriot. It's like, wouldn't a patriot be bothered to like learn basic shit about their fucking own military? But instead he's saying, I mean, I know that the people died in the base, but why were they there in the first place? And I guess the answer is power projection. That's how a multipolar world works. America's interests beyond their own North Atlantic Sea. You dumb motherfucker. We get another fucking title shot anyway. But just here because like he's having a lot of substance or had been accused of having substance abuse issues. Nick Diaz, very much a thing where I don't know if that's true or not, but it's very rough. The substance of that was accused of being the case, which is crystal meth. That's the. I mean, just to say, I think people get this. There was a guy called Clavicular Hussein, very, very. I mean, he's not even that good looking as well, and he's delusional because he thinks that taking crystal meth will make you look good. He's from Florida. He's seen meth heads. I think he just likes taking crystal meth, and he likes the feeling of being endorsing something controversial on live TV, which is.
Yeah. I'm almost done.
But again, there's a reason why maybe Dare was misguided or had problems, but you know, crystal meth is an evil substance. You don't believe in evil, and that's fine, but I guess I do. But I also think it's unusual that a substance in real terms connects to evil or ideas of evil. I would never recommend that a human being should take that disgusting, filthy, blasphemous drug. I think it's sickening that any human being would push that, any dealer, anyone would introduce it to a kid, to a person in their 50s. It doesn't matter. Anybody who is aware of, I've watched Ice Storm, I've watched a bunch of the documentaries, I've watched Black Metal Veins, I'm a metalhead, and I watched the heroin thing, and you know, Nate Staley died from heroin. It's important to recognize that I love grunge, I don't love heroin, but yeah, just on that context, that you think that you're going to take heroin or meth, what you will do is get high. You're not going to look better. He's going to look like, well, I mean, if you've seen Faces of Meth that they did in the police stations, because I mean, meth users get arrested a lot. That's how, you know, because you get quite erratic and, you know, behave controversial. I think in Portland, it was an interesting documentary. You know, they made a few points about how potentially the deregulation played a part. They noticed in the DEA, the third in line, the DEA said, well, if we can just restrict the things that were being smurfed. So smurf is in the context of meth, buying large amounts of a precursor material. And they said, well, this actually worked in Arkansas, Memphis, maybe, countries or states that were struggling with it. And it ended up being a thing that should have had bipartisan support because it was supported by evidence. But it got shot down by the pharmaceutical companies. And now there's a crisis. I mean, fentanyl is an interesting case because it seems murderous. It is murderous for a person to sell it. It also seems like the answer is potentially more than just tell Canada, who is receiving, I believe, tenfold more fentanyl, that they need to stop. I don't think that's the problem, although I don't know what the problem is. But just very quickly, Clavicular knows what he's going to look like in, I mean, I'm not going to do 5 years, but he's already rotting. His face is rotting, his brain is rotting. He's rotting from the inside out. And I just want to say, I think that Nick is getting clean. And that's incredibly important. I think that people are confused about how his relationships is not our business. How he's having a relationship, it doesn't matter to us. People just want him to get better, and maybe he'll come back and fight. Maybe he'll do streaming or anything that he wants to do. But I know that it's, you know, great news that he's not on something. But equally, I think that a matchup is, you know, I think in boxing everybody gets a tune-up. In MMA, it's not so much the case. Tune-ups aren't really popular, but tune-up maybe, you know, get good money against Netflix rather than going with Dana White, who's just a spastic. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to say that, like, when I saw that, like, culturally, I was like, okay, because I really like Deftones is one of my favorite groups, and that's the case.
I know.
Can I get my phone?
Yes, of course.
You okay?
Yeah. I was just doing a poem after the.
What you wearing, big guy?
It's like the shirt got a little torn.
What poem are you reading?
Just when I wrote.